we're ready to get started if y'all are. Good afternoon and welcome to our January meeting. Happy New Year to everybody. I hope the second half ends up as good as the first half started of our school year. So, Dr. Howard, we'll turn it over to you.
Very good. Thank you again. And those of you who are here visiting us, we are so glad you're here. Mr. Johnson, thank you for hosting us. This is only the second year in this portion of the facility, and it just keeps getting better and better. I love to see the work that's going on here. So you've got some folks that I believe are going to lead the Pledge of Allegiance for us. Can you introduce those children to us? That'd be great.
Gabby, if you want to come on. Helping me this evening, I've got Miss Gabby Lee, and what we're going to do before we ask everybody to stand, we're going to have our student leadership team come on in and line across, and then starting on the far right next to Amy Tennell, I'm going to ask each student to say their name and their grade level once we get everybody in here, please.
My name is Hope Rizzo, I'm in second grade. My name is Shari Hutchins, I'm in third grade. My name is Jason Hutchins, I'm in fifth grade. My name is Gavin Moore, and I'm in fifth grade. My name is Calvin Butler, and I'm in fifth grade. My name is Logan Hutchins, and I'm in fifth grade. My name is Nick Caldona, I'm in fifth grade. My name is David Brooks, I'm in fifth grade. My name is Sierra Tomlin, I'm in fifth grade. My name is Katie Tomlin, and I'm in third grade. My name is Katie Jackson, and I'm in fifth grade. My name is Michael Stevenson, I'm in fifth grade. My name is Colin Wilkinson, and I'm in fifth grade. My name is Jeremiah McKenzie, and I'm in fifth grade. My name is Gabby Lee, and I'm in second grade.
What do you want to tell them?
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. You may be seated. You may be seated. We'll be talking a little bit more about our Panther helpers and what they do and how they help out around our school here in a second. What was interesting is Gabby Lee actually came to Miss Phillips today and she said, I want to lead the pledge. So to be able to have a young lady that has that leadership and capacity and wants to be involved, we love her and all of them. Dr. Howard, I'll turn it back over to you.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks again. Yeah, we had our own, I think everybody had an escort up to this room tonight, and they showed us their school. And you know, one thing that I asked is, "Are you having fun?" And they said yes. So we all know that that's important. It's important to learn, but it's having fun learning. We need at this time that we need to approve our minutes. So I hope everybody had a chance to look over. If we can get a motion to approve our minutes.
So moved.
Second. All in favor? Aye. All right. And approval of agenda. Dr. Howard, I think we need to add one action item to our agenda.
Before the action item?
Before the action items, yes.
Okay, one item. So
One
we'll
item.
add a.
And that will be a personnel meeting, and we will need to do that in executive session.
Okay.
If everybody's good with that. All right. So I get approval of the agenda.
So moved.
And a second.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. All right. Thank y'all. Dr. Howard, superintendent's comment.
All right, very good. Well, those of you who are new to our board meetings, or maybe come when you can and it's local and glad you're here, this is our opportunity to highlight the activities happening at West Elementary School. So, Mr. Johnson, if you'll introduce us to your celebrations and the things you want to highlight, and if our board needs to move along there or over there, just let us know.
Y'all are welcome if y'all like to move up front. We've got a seat here for everybody. We've just got a short little 12-minute presentation that we want to share with you. On behalf of the faculty and staff of West Jackson Elementary School, we are extremely proud to have this opportunity to update you on all the successes, the fun, and the activities and events that are going on at our school. I want to begin by actually recognizing our superstars who are here. Not everybody could attend, but if you're a faculty or staff at West Jackson Elementary School, will you please do me a favor and stand up right now? As I tell people all the time, I'm just the principal. They make it happen. This year, we had the opportunity to update the board on our IE squared plan and how we were going to use those strategic waivers to impact students, leadership, character, and performance at our school. And our teachers took it and ran with it. And some neat vocabulary that you're going to hear if you talk with any of our kids around here. Persistence, stamina, collaboration, innovation, inquiry, and service with a purpose. Our teachers really have embraced how can they make innovative learning opportunities that are based in foundational practices, starting from pre-K and kindergarten up, and providing students with engaging opportunities that allow them to experience learning in a different way and really and truthfully make it meaningful to them. We started off by, first of all, changing our specials a little bit. We had a traditional specials elementary schedule, and we added 3 new specials for our school. We added a STEM lab, which focused on science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. We added a leadership program, K through 5. And those of y'all that have ever heard anything about our school, we've talked about our leadership team, which was a small group of students but had a large voice, and their voice actually impacted the design of this building. For example, this room you're in was actually originally designed to be 2 separate classrooms with no divider, and it was through the voice that we got from our students that were here, plus also bringing over some second graders from the primary school, and we were very thankful to Dr. Archibald and to Miss Linda Bell, who were the principal and assistant principal at that time, because they loaned us several students so we could get input from them on what does our school need to have for them as we went forward. We have science labs. When we met with engineers and they said, you don't have science labs in elementary schools, and we're like, we will. And truly thought, how can we make our learning spaces available to adapt to the students? The kids had input in the furniture design and so forth. Well, from talking with kids and talking with teachers and talking with parents in our community, they said, we need that to go more. And I said, what do you mean go more? They're like, we need everybody to have it. And so we were trying to figure out, well, there's no way we could do it in after school the way we were doing it. So we said, we need to put it in the school day. So we got a little creative and we looked at how our funding was set up. And we took, where originally we had 2 certified PE teachers in the gym. We said, hey, what if we do something different? What if we put 1 PE teacher in the gym and get them a certified parapro in that position to help out, and then take one of those teachers and put them in the leadership position. We were very fortunate at the time that both of our PE personnel had leadership degrees, and Tanya Butler, I have to brag on her and she'll get mad at me later, but she said, she came to us and said, I want to do this, I want to lead this. And you'll hear some more in the video about some of the amazing things they did. But just to give you a tidbit, working with Miss Maria Bell, our STEM teacher, and one of our amazing parents, Karen Ewing from Jackson EMC, they actually have been a part of the Jackson EMC STEM Engineering Cooperative. And as a result of that, Jackson EMC said they would match our can donation. So we did a can drive first. Our kids raised 1,700 cans in a short amount of time, so Jackson EMC will be providing 1,700 more cans to go to needy families in our area. And then working with the engineers, they're going to be in the process right now of designing a 3D sculpture out of those cans. And they'll be building that and displaying it in our front office. So I don't think Jackson EMC quite planned for us to raise 1,700 cans, but our kids did it and they went with a purpose. Also, Miss Bridgman came to the principals meetings back at the beginning of the school year and said, there's an opportunity for leadership. We need donations to go to New Orleans through the flood victims. And she said, but I don't know if a lot of y'all will be able to do it because we've got to have them in by next Wednesday, and this was on Thursday. Miss Butler, I'm putting you on the spot. How many items did y'all raise? 1,400 items, and you'll see that. So in less than 1 week, our students and the community raised 1,400 items. We've also engaged in several other activities, but as a part of that, which really kind of takes it to the next level, we had several of our students, and several were in our student leadership group that were up here, but one of them, Mason Saldana, actually came up with his own program, which was called Christmas Smiles, which was a version of basically Toys for Tots, but it was creating giveaway bags for students at Christmas for kids that didn't get anything. So he actually came to our school and he did a presentation in front of the leadership team, which of all the classes, and got the kids involved in it, and they were able to provide Christmas for over 75 kids. And that came from the heart of one student and learning about how it can make a difference in service with a purpose. And in addition, we had 2 students, Hannah Selhara and Jaden Ham, who worked together, and they had actually learned about, through one of their through church and through one of their local organizations about needy women in our area from domestic violence. And what they did was they came up with a program. They designed it called Purses for People. And together they actually got over 44 donations of purses and items to go in those purses to give to women of domestic shelters. And this came, like I said, from the hearts of 2 students and the work from in our leadership program of talking about you can make a difference. And we have other students here that are in the same process of creating their own projects, and then they have to present them to our student leadership team and then elicit the help of their fellow grade level and students here. So just one example of the many. In addition to talking about our student leadership team, we've got several other examples of outstanding faculty and staff and some of the achievements that they've got going on. Miss Donna Bryant, who's here, is in the second phase of the Innovation and Teaching Competition that's being sponsored through the Governor's Office of Student Achievement, and she's made it through round 1 and is moving on to round 2, and we wish her the best, and we know she's going to get that opportunity, which comes with a very nice grant and an opportunity to design professional learning for teachers throughout the state, and is designed on creating innovative and flipped classrooms and blended learning. And if you didn't have an opportunity to see her classroom on the way out, on the way in, I challenge you on the way out to see her classroom, because she really has done a great job of creating a learning environment that's flexible based on the needs of her students. Dr. Nicole Matthews wrote a Dollar General book grant, and through that grant, we've been able to purchase over 1,700 new books for our WJS book room based on Lexiles and students' needs. Miss Diane Mergel and Miss Bronwyn Sheffield, we just found out today, were accepted to present at the Children's Literature Conference at University of Georgia, and we're very proud of them, and they can share their best practices. Miss Courtney Phillips has been asked to present at West Georgia RESA on innovation and flipped classroom design and student voice for this summer. And then our own Miss Amy Tennell, in addition to getting the Grand Canyon virtual grant this year, where her students will be studying the Grand Canyon through online virtual interaction with teachers and researchers at the Grand Canyon. We just found out this last week that she is one of 36 United States educators that was chosen for the NASA Space Exploration Education Crew, and she will be going to Houston, Texas in February for her orientation, and then this summer she will be involved in some very intensive courses where she will get the opportunity to literally write and redesign space exploration curriculum and space curriculum for the United States of America. So, and as she said, just a teacher from Jackson County. In addition to our outstanding personnel, we've also got a lot of other outstanding individuals that have stepped up. When we talked about upgrading the student experience at West Jackson Elementary School, we knew that we only had so much time in the day. So we had to take it to the next level, and we looked at our clubs offering. And before, we had Good News Club and a few other offerings in the after-school program. Right now, we now offer Science Olympiad, the Science Club, the Reading Club, the Reading Bowl, robotics, the News Team, the Garden Club, Drama Club, Chorus, and Good News Club. We have all of these clubs meeting simultaneously throughout the week, Monday through Thursday. And at any given day, you may have 400 to 500 students involved in clubs here at our school. And that is most of those teachers do it without any additional incentive or pay or anything. They do it out of the goodness of their heart. So we are very, very pleased and proud to be a part of our community because our teachers have stepped up to provide meaningful, authentic opportunities for the kids here. Another celebration we want to talk about, our CCRPI. As we know, back in 2014, 2015, we weren't very pleased with our CCRPI. And for those of y'all that don't know, that is the old version of AYP, Adequate Yearly Progress. But our CCRPI score was a 72.2. Well, it's not where we still want it to be. We got a lot of way to improve, but we've increased all the way up to a 79. And if you look in the 4 areas, we've increased in achievement points, which is student achievement and growth, progress points on student growth, achievement gap, which is addressing some of our at-need and at-risk populations, and then also the challenge points, we went down by 0.2 of a point. So we know which areas we need to focus on, but we do recognize that through the hard work of our teachers, we were able to increase, and when we talk about this as a faculty and we talked about being satisfied, somebody said, well, the highest you can get is 110. So when we get there, we'll be satisfied. But, we definitely want to congratulate the teachers and the students for their hard work because this was a big deal. Anytime you can pull your CCRPI by 6.5 points in 1 year, and we just look forward. They've already started talking about the goal for next year is at least getting up to to the high 80s, 85 range, and then going up from there. outside of that, the last thing that I'm going to leave you with is a short video that Ms. Tennell and our students put together highlighting some of the different activities and events at our school. As we said, a lot of what we've been working with students on is perseverance and moving through to excellence, because we know it comes through hard work. And it's just not by sitting there, it's by working hard and working together.
Hi, my name is Hope Grizzle, and I go to Friday Enrichment. Friday Enrichment is awesome. The best thing about Friday Enrichment is learning and having fun. In Friday Enrichment, I learned how to research and make an authentic zoo.
name is CJ Adams, and STEM is amazing. The best thing about STEM is that every time we go, we get a new, fun, and exciting project that is fun and teaches us stuff we never knew. In STEM, I learned a lot about heat, engineering, and building, but some of the things in STEM are just fun, like building with Legos or creating crystals with borax.
Being a Panther Helper is being responsible. The best thing about being a Panther Helper is that it is a privilege to be a Panther Helper and that I am a leader to other students. Being a Panther Helper has taught me that you can do
I like helping people. I brought toys and cans and bags and box tops. My name is Avery. I brought cans of chicken for people that it doesn't have food.
I still mess up, but I'll just start again.
I'm Mason Saldana. My service project is called Giving Holiday Smiles. Giving Holiday Smiles is a cool project. The best thing about Giving Holiday Smiles is that I get to give kids that may not get much around the holidays something to smile about. By giving kids goodie bags with toys and other awesome things, I learned that you should always help people no matter their situation. By giving, you are sure to bring a smile to people's faces. That is what
be remiss if I didn't mention if the word amazing and awesome gets used a lot around our school, but and fun. And Ms. Tennell can tell you, each one of those students that you heard speaking, they wrote their own scripts. So you had everything from pre-K all the way up through fifth grade that had the opportunity to not only write their own script, but also narrate and speak about the different things going on in our school. Our goal is to continue to strive to offer opportunities outside of the traditional elementary experience so our students can learn more about the world around them and not only learn about it, but be involved in it. So thank you for your support board and Dr. Howard and everyone. We couldn't do it without you all and without our community. So just again, thank you and look forward to sharing more successes with you all.
at every school we go to. And not only how much fun, but how much learning they're doing, that we're finding career pathways early in life now and not late. And we're making plans for these kids, and they're finding what they like to do and love to do early, which may not be happening at home because it may be a different situation, but for a kid to come here and every day and get to garden or get to play with robots and build robots, to student leadership and then servant leadership that we're starting to hear a lot more about, which is the Chick-fil-A way. So you hope that one day that as we continue this mission on, that they're lined up at our door just like they are at Chick-fil-A. I think that's a pretty good goal for us. You know, we have a goal to be the most sought after school system in the state. That's very achievable, and we're getting there, and it's because of all of you. So thank y'all.
All right, thank you. Mr. Cronick certainly summed it up well, and I see we've got several parents back there. Thank you for sharing your treasures with us, and we had a great advisory council meeting last week, and we've got some folks that serve on that, and you know, it certainly is obvious that we've got dedicated staff members and students, but we've got a community that's really becoming involved in the work of excellence, and so thank you very much for that. Great job, and we're proud of the work happening here. As we always do, we want to celebrate the highlights not only of the school we're visiting, but across our district, and we always highlight our Rotary students and teachers, and if I am correct, Mr. Dixon, East Jackson High School is going to honor their Rotary students at the February meeting. You actually have someone who was not able to attend, plus the February board meeting will be held at East Jackson High School, so that will be very appropriate. So I'm going to ask if Dr. Jones could come and introduce the Jackson County High School Rotary student and teacher for this month.
Good evening. It's my pleasure to introduce the Jackson County High School Rotary Student of the Month, Ms. Bailey Fenstermacher. So if you'll come on up. And Bailey chose Ms. Heather Hamrick as her most influential teacher. So Ms. Hamrick, why don't you come on up as well? Such a treat to be in elementary school and see these kids doing such wonderful things, and then they grow up into wonderful young people like Bailey here. She is an outstanding leader at our school. She's a kind-hearted young lady and a hard worker, and as you'll see in just a minute, she has taken a really strenuous course load and has been really successful along her career, and she's closing in on graduation now, so it's pretty crazy. She is currently taking AP Literature and Composition, AP Calculus, Yearbook, Honors Physics, AP Macroeconomics, and AP Government, and she's also involved in a couple of different work-based learning programs. She's doing some work in marketing and also early childhood education. So as you can see, she's not only pushing herself academically, but she's also involved in that real world application of what she's learning. So she's involved in several activities, including the National Honor Society, the Beta Club, Student Leadership Team, DECA, French Honor Society, Student Council, the Prom Committee, and the yearbook staff. She's also earned several different awards. She's in the top 10% of her class. She's been on the honor roll. She earned an academic letter. She was a DECA International Career Development Conference qualifier, and again, international, so not just local, not just state, but international. She's won the Student Leadership Award and the French Honor Award. So again, very well-rounded young lady. I'm so proud of her. I'm going to turn the mic over to her so she can talk a little bit about why she chose Ms. Hamrick as her most influential teacher, and also to share with us what her plans are after she graduates.
So I plan on attending the University of Georgia and majoring in biology, and then later pursuing a graduate program for veterinary sciences. And I chose Ms. Hamrick as my most influential teacher because she's helped guide me through high school since my freshman year. And every time I faced a problem or anything like that, like academic or personal, she's helped me find a solution and then and root me on when I succeed. So she even inspired me to pick my future career pathway in biology. So I'm just really thankful for everything she's done for me over the past 4 years. Thank you.
And thank you, Ms. Hamrick. We appreciate everything you do for all of our students, and you make a great impact on their lives. So I also want to thank Lane and Rita Fenstermacher, thank you so much for raising such a wonderful young lady. We thank you for sharing her with us. So thank you very much. Congratulations, Bailey.
Congratulations. Wow, I don't know how you have time to sleep. It's outstanding. It's amazing. We're very, very proud of you. All right, as you know, our district began this year with some additional service awards that we're very excited about. And Dr. Blankenship is going to share with us just a little bit about what the Excellence in Service Awards represent and then who our selected winners are for this month.
Well, good evening, board and guests. It's my pleasure this evening to recognize our January recipients of our Excellence in Service Awards. And this monthly recognition program honors the efforts of any employee, volunteer, or community partner for going above and beyond in service to our school community. Our first recipient this month is Ms. Anita Sears from our Transportation Department. So, Ms. Sears, if you will come forward while I share a little bit about you. Anita serves...
Just the good stuff.
Just the good stuff. Anita serves with a spirit of excellence and a cheery disposition, even in tough situations. She's responsible for keeping every child in the county safe, whether training new bus drivers or teaching children safe practices on a school bus, or driving to and looking at bus stops to make sure they meet county and state standards. She works tirelessly to maintain a safe environment in, frankly, one of the most dangerous jobs in the county. She works long hours away from her family and gives of herself daily because she truly believes that every child and driver's life is worth the extra effort. I can attest to that too. She has such a wonderful sense of humor and maintains a calm, positive attitude in sometimes very difficult circumstances. She is a driver's lifeline when we are on the road and have a safety issue or even, God forbid, a breakdown or an accident. I am honored to have been trained by such a dedicated and conscientious woman. She makes all the hard work worthwhile, and Ms. Sears was nominated by Jenna Gray. Congratulations. Our next recipient is a regular here at the board meetings, Mr. Rusty Vandeford from Jackson County High School Technology. And he was nominated by Karen Bridgman. Rusty, if you'll come forward. Rusty Vandeford has demonstrated strong commitment and outstanding professionalism over the last several months as we have moved to make our school system's workings more transparent to our community and stakeholders. His knowledge and expertise, combined with his willingness to keep working to meet a challenge until a solution is reached, are commendable. His expertise has made the Board of Education's monthly meetings and work sessions available to the public via Facebook and YouTube, live and in archives. In addition, his support has made regular video messages from Dr. April Howard, Superintendent, available through those same channels. Working without any new funding, he has pulled together existing resources and technologies to make it all happen. No small feat when the activities take place across the county in a variety of venues with a wide range of technology options, and he's made it happen without complaint or excuse. His efforts ensure that the parents of our more than 7,500 students, our hundreds of staff members, and the thousands of residents and taxpayers of our communities can watch the important business of our school system in real time or at their own convenience. I can attest to that. I did that on Thursday. In a county with 3 school systems, 9 municipalities, 12 fire districts, and a county government that all rely on taxpayer support, Rusty's work has helped open the door to greater understanding of the successes and challenges we face in the Jackson County school system, as well as windows of opportunity for broader interaction and access with all those we serve. Congratulations, Rusty.
Thank you.
So congratulations again to our recipients, and please know that anyone may nominate a deserving individual or group. There's a link to our nomination form on our website and on our Facebook page, which can be found by searching Excellence in Service. Nominations should be submitted by the 25th of each month in order to be considered for recognition for the following Board of Education meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Blankenship. That's such an exciting honor. We have many ways of honoring kids and teachers, but these are folks that are oftentimes behind the scenes that nobody knows what they do. So this is a great opportunity. Certainly, both of these folks are highly, highly valued and treasured in our district, and I'm very, very proud that our Board of Education was open to live streaming of our board meetings, and I think it does help our community understand and stay abreast of what's going on. So, and you've heard me say this before. I'm going to say it one more time, and then you can put a sock in it, Howard. But the access to the digital radios and us being able to hear in the morning has benefited us in so many ways. Certainly with our weather plan, and if we should have another weather plan, we've got automatic connectivity with whether we have power or not. But another thing it does for us, those of us in the district office who have a radio, is we get to hear the support structure that's in place for transportation. And if you listen to it, starting in the morning at 6 o'clock, Anita Sears and Michelle, who's, I don't know if she's here today, but several folks, there is a support structure that advocates for the safety of our kids on a daily basis. And our first priority is safety, and they sincerely do that. So thank you, Anita, and I'm very proud of the work y'all are doing. All right, Clean School recognitions. Mr. Patrick, if you'll come forward. Again, this is the time of the year, and as he's coming forward, we started to see a little bit of the impact of that time of the year. I think today, Miss Barnett's school, you had quite a few that had a little bit of a stomach bug, and so that's pretty significant. So certainly clean schools are important, not only for the health and safety of our students, but for the
they're all moving. I don't blame them. I had it 2 weeks ago.
But it's not because you don't have a clean school, I promise you that.
Miss Barnett told me Susan Ayers and her crew is right behind everybody too,
bet.
taking care of everything in those situations. So, thank you, Dr. Howard, Board. December being a short month and a very active month in our schools, we're always concerned about the cleanliness of our schools for our guests coming in, and it'd be so easy for our custodians to maybe back off just a little bit because of being a short month, but I'm glad to say that December was one of our highest average months for our clean schools with a score of 90. December was actually a little higher than November as far as the average scores go. But for Division I school, that's our schools that go up to 400 students. Again, Maysville Elementary School. Dr. Archibald, if you'd like to come up, had a score of 93, which was the highest score in the system for December. So congratulations again. This is how many times? 14 times. And one thing that I would like to say about Dr. Archibald, she takes pride in her staff and they're winning these awards. They have a very, very nice display in their school with all these awards, picture of their staff members. So she's very proud of what they do. So congratulations. Do you want to tell them just a little bit about your staff?
Sure. We've got some great custodians as well as a plant manager. They work very hard together, and we were just talking about the health of buildings. I thought, a couple handfuls of flu cases was quite a bit at school today. But it is so very true. Immediately when we start having kids go to the clinic, our custodians are right on it. We've got that Dr. Archibald in there with the Lysol on the door handles and the Clorox wipes and everything. They are right there on it because it is so critical, the work that they do, not only in keeping our school neat and clean and tidy for our students and our staff, but also for keeping the health of the building there. And I know quite often I'll say, it's the teamwork that this group comes together every month, and they do an excellent job. But truly our whole staff and our students and everyone, we try to make it a whole school effort in keeping our school not only clean but healthy for everyone. And so we appreciate the work that you do, Mr. Patrick, in coming through. He'll leave us notes on the things we need to improve upon, and they take it to heart and they work right on it so that they can be recognized the next month and trying to, do we get that right? Do we get it right? That it's like they're getting a report card every month from Mr. Patrick, and they are asking me just as soon as he's come through the building, did you get our report back yet? So they do take pride in it and very proud of their hard work and effort. So thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations. Division 2, our schools that range from 400 students to 800 students, we had a tie in December, and South Jackson Elementary and East Jackson Middle both had a score of 92. So, Ms. Brookshire, would you come up, please, and give you the award for South Jackson. Congratulations. And this is how many times for you?
No, we've been tying, but Mr. Homer assures me, Ms. Barnett, that we're going to win.
After
today.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you. South Jackson, they have a fine crew there. Mr. Homer Bailey is their plant manager plus lead custodian, and man always has a smile on his face and will do anything in the world. And his staff will also do to maintain South Jackson School. Ms. Barnett, if you'd come up, please. East Jackson Middle, as I said earlier, has a score of 92, and you've had your hands full today, but
yes, we have.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And if Susan Ayers is the lead custodian there, and Ms. Barnett told me that, as I said earlier, Susan was right in behind everybody taking care of the situation today.
Yes.
So.
And she actually sent a text today right before the meeting apologizing for having to break our monthly date. And I responded that she has deserved tonight off and for her to go home and rest, and it was all good. So we're very proud of the work that our custodial staff do at our school to keep our school in such great condition. So
Congratulations. Miss Ayers has to remind me every time I go by how old their school is and how nice it is. So I have to agree with her. Division 3, our schools that are 800 students and above, we had a tie there also. West Jackson Elementary, our host tonight for the meeting here, had a score of 91, along with Jackson County High School with a score of 91. Mr. Johnson, have you got anyone else here tonight from your staff?
They worked up until the meeting and went home to come back at 4:30.
4:30. With you, come up, please, and. Again, congratulations. This is how many times for 11th time. So, but they do a great job here. Miss Moon, Dorothy Moon, the lead custodian, when we added on this wing, she was just scared to death. I'm not going to be able to keep my school clean. It's just too much. And I reassured her that you'll do a fine job, Dorothy. You always have, and you'll continue to do so. And Jackson County High School, the score 91. Mr. Lancaster, you've got some people here with you tonight. Mr. Lancaster, you want to introduce who's with you tonight?
Yes, they come up. We've got Tracy Sorrow, Linda Cofield, and Peggy Hicks, and they do a fantastic job every month, and they do look forward to this too. Trying to win this, and I know they try to lobby you all the time. They do a fantastic job.
Yeah, these ladies work very hard along with everybody else in their school, and they're after me all the time. What do we make? How do we do? And and the most important question is how can we improve? Mm-hmm. So that's the most important question, and I'll give them hints and suggestions with that, and they move forward with it. So and they're doing a good job. So congratulations.
Thank you very much.
For December. Thank you, ladies.
Congratulations, Dr. Jones. How many students they cleaning up after now?
It's like 1180 something now.
That's a lot of high schoolers to try to keep cleaned up in a relatively dated school as well. So thank you very much. Congratulations to all of our Clean School winners. That's outstanding, definitely. As we go over our last recognition, I asked Mr. Farmer to come forward. I just want to highlight Mr. Cobb is not here today, but Ms. Johnson is, and I think you celebrated something today talking about numbers. You enrolled your 1,000th student at West Middle today.
1,000 at West Middle.
We got 3 more coming in tomorrow. And
1,003.
So it'll at least be 1,003 starting tomorrow. So I spoke to Ms. Ball, the registrar there, and she called and said they celebrated that young lady, and she got to get some prizes, and they were.
I bet she rides a bus too, doesn't she?
Yeah, that's right. So anyway, very good.
Dr. Howard Board, thank you. It is an honor every time we do this because I do get to recognize outstanding people in my department. Miss Sears is one of them, and I'll piggyback on what was said about her just for a few seconds. She has a very fun-loving attitude, compassionate attitude. You know, when it's 4:30 in the morning and you're getting ready to come and you're there at 5:30 cranking buses, so when the drivers that park at our lot get there, their buses are warm for the children. That's dedication. When she's willing to stay till 5:15 or 5:30 because one of the other ladies needs to leave, that's dedication. Her and Michelle Reynolds both have that dedication. Michelle couldn't be here with us tonight, but both of them have the dedication to our students, to our county, that is immeasurable. And I can't thank them enough. So just want to say thank you again. But tonight's recognition, I want Miss Susan Bennett to come forward, please. Susan, you ain't gonna get out of coming up here.
Well, she's a West Jackson Elementary driver
That's right,
too,
she
isn't
is.
she? Just a
She
few
is.
years now.
She does drive out of West Jackson Elementary, has been ever since I've known her.
Yes.
And she's been working with us 19 years,
Yes.
approximately. Now, I will say this about Susan. If you ask her a question, you need to be ready for what she's going to tell you. Because won't be any fluff, won't be anything. It'll just be straightforward. And I appreciate that. Even sometimes when you don't ask for it, you still get it. And that's okay. But Susan is one of my veteran drivers. She does an excellent job of taking care of her children, even to the extent to where if someone forgets something, she's willing to take it back. Doesn't matter if it's at the school, doesn't matter if she's home. I could call her at home and say, Susan, there's something left on your bus. Can you go back and get it for me, bring it to the school? Or I need you at the shop. Can you come in? And she's always right there. She is very understanding and caring and compassionate for the children that are on her bus. She develops a personal relationship with them. And I appreciate that, because it makes my job easier when a parent calls and asks a question. I'm able to answer that effectively because I know Susan. So Susan, I want to say thank you for everything that you do. We've had some great times. We will continue to. Like I said, one thing about Susan, and I'll call Susan and say, what did I do this time, Mr. Farmer? Well, it's not necessarily you did anything this time, but I can depend on Susan to always give me the flatline truth. And in our business, that's what we have to have in order to make sure if there's anything that needs to be corrected, we can do it immediately. But Susan, thank you for your dedication. Thank you for all these years of service for Jackson County. And I just want to say it is an honor and will continue to be an honor to serve with you.
Thank you.
And on behalf of the Transportation Department, just a little token of our appreciation.
Okay.
Outstanding. Thank you, Ms. Bennett. I had the privilege of working with Ms. Bennett when I was at West Middle School about 10 or 12 years ago. She's been doing the same. She can wrangle them in and keep them straight and get them there safe and sound. I love it. So that's great. We're very blessed to have outstanding folks dedicated to our kids. The support structures are critically important, but the most important thing that happens in our schools happens in our classrooms. So for the teachers that are here, thank you very, very much. And Mr. Johnson, thank you for a great overview of the work. And I'm excited about the opportunities that our students have. I really am. Like Mr. Cronick said, you see a highlight of it here at West Elementary, but I would venture to say our advisory group went on a bus tour, and one of the things that they shared that I was very, very proud of is any of them would be glad to have any of their children in any of our schools. And so thank you to all of our school leaders that the work you're investing is paying off. Our children have a great learning experience and just getting better every day. So I think I'd have one more announcement there. Just as normally in years past, we've often recognized our Teachers of the Year at our January meeting. We will be in an auditorium setting at East High in February, so we have moved the recognitions of our Teachers of the Year to February. So just make sure you don't miss out on that. And just a reminder for our principals as well as our board that the Chamber and community honor our Teachers of the Year then at Lanier Tech on Thursday, February the 16th. So those are important dates to highlight those teachers who have been recognized as Teacher of the Year and make it happen for our students. So those are all of the comments that I have, and I'll turn it over to you to, I guess, convene for an executive session.
All right, well, thank y'all. It's been a good night. It's always, our board meetings now are always fun. They're not near as boring as they used to be. And it did mean a lot. When we had our advisory committee come to our work session the other night, and when those parents said, after they went on that tour, that they would send their kids to any of our schools, didn't matter which one, that they were proud to go through that and see those schools and get to meet those people. That meant a lot to us all. It was, and it is. We're very proud of how far we've come in a long time, and to be over some of the hurdles that we've had to jump through for the last year and bounce back like we have. So I'm proud of that as well. Anybody else got anything?
One thing they did ask as far as how many people they could get on the next tour.
Yeah.
Parents want to know how they could get them.
Yep. It was good.
And they rode a good old-fashioned Jackson County school bus.
That's right.
Didn't you?
Yeah. Yep. All right. Do I have a motion that we adjourn into executive session for just a few minutes? And a second. All in favor? Aye. All right.